Hey everybody, it's Doug here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to our continued playthrough of this exciting dungeon crawling cube dropping game called the Stygian Society. We have made it to level 3. You can't see that because our figure is on the back side of this tower to the 3rd level of the tower where we are fighting the first real bad guy. We've fought some enemies in the rooms, but we're fighting the mini boss that's protecting the wizard at the top of the tower, and that is the Grim Puppeteer. Now I'm kind of frightened about this because this looks really rough. It's a 20 hit point creature. He's got some terrible abilities, and I have never played it before. So anyway, without further ado, let's dive in, take out these cadavers, see if we can beat the Grim Puppeteer and advance on to the next set of rooms and hopefully onto the wizard. Let's get it done. I think we're going to stick with our pattern of starting with the knight. I think that's the right thing to do. He's a good damage dealer. Maybe we can get some colored cubes going before we get down there. We've reset the board, so everything's good. We probably could use some healing soon. I have some ideas around that. But the first thing we're going to do, I think, is start to take out these cadavers. Now, they're not really, in and of themselves, they're not so bad, but the Puppeteer is going to keep bringing them up. And it takes 4 cubes, but like I said, the Puppeteer is going to do more with them than we need. We don't want a ton of them coming out on the board. So we're going to start there. We're going to drop 2 cubes of that color. And I think because I'm trying to get a special ability going, I'm going to drop a green cube with that group right there because that's the cube of his choice. And then, of course, we're going to get red, black, and yellow added to it for the enemies. And I'm just going to look at his cards real quick to see if there's anything else I want to do. The Shield of Faith, there's nothing on the board yet, so that's not going to help us to remove a black cube from the field. So that is going to be it. That is going to be what we're dropping in the tower. All right, doom, 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 doom. It's the beginning of the end. We'll see. Hopefully we can survive this fight. I mean, I don't get very much into the crypt at all, but that's okay. We did get a blue one, a black. We got our green one out. That might be helpful. Here's the problem. His ability is not going to trigger. We got a clear, and we got a red. However, sorry, yellow. That's not a clear, that's a yellow. So we got one of each of the bad guys, 2 of ours. But we do have a way to do this. And I am going to make sure he triggers an attack. I don't want to waste it. And it will allow us to kill the cadaver that's right in front of the bad guy. We're going to burn our 1 luck point, which allows us to place, it acts as a cube of any color. So that will act as 2 blue cubes, which is enough to activate the 3 points of damage from the attack of the Knight Steel Fist attack. So we're going to take 3 points and we're going to put it right in front of this one. 1, 2, 3, which in a lot of cases hasn't killed things, but it will kill this. So we did pop one of these guys. At least we got 1 out of the way. I have a feeling we're going to see many, many more. They are worth 1 experience point, so that will put us up to 3. We might get another level while we're in this room. That would be really, really helpful. Anyway, we've got 2 critters left to fight. Now, they're not going to shift until all of our characters are gone, so maybe we'll get lucky enough to do we can do some more damage to him in the back row. We'll see. I don't think it matters. If we have back row attacks, we can get to him. They're not blocking him. But now we're going to go on to our doctor. That was our knight's turn. Now, I do like the doctor's Thirsty Blade attack, but we can also do some healing. However, I have a feeling like we also have Bloodthirsty. We can move 1 cube. We also have the Snake Oil. I think we have some options. I think we're going to do this. It may end up, but you know what? It's really good to do it when you know you're going to kill something. So maybe we're not going to do this. I think we're going to do, we'll try and do some healing. So we're going to use the Field Medic ability, which is going to drop 2 of those cubes. We're going to put a blue cube. No, we have a green, but we need more than a green. I'll tell you why. I think I'm going to put a green in there. So 2 white and a green. Ah, man, I don't know. Don't know. Anyway, we don't have a clear, so you know what? That's not going to work. Not going to work because we need 3 for this ability, and we would only have 2. I could put all 3 in there. We can give that a try and see if we get lucky, and it'll put some clear cubes in then for the spell sling if we need them. So we'll do that. I know it's kind of risky, but we're going to have to do some clever things here. So, and then we're going to have the enemy cubes as well. Okay, let's see how this goes. Drop them in. Man, they went everywhere. This was a clear one that went off the board here and here. So we had 2 clear come out. We have another green that was stuck up in the tower. Another black one. Another yellow one. So nothing triggers yet from the enemies. We've got to keep track of that. Nothing is triggered from the enemies. Now, we didn't get 3 clear though. We only got 2, so the field medic ability does not activate. Period. End of story. But we're building up some ability to do some things. I hope. We'll see. I'm a little reluctant. There's a lot of cubes in the tower somewhere, and I don't know if they're good or bad. All right. Well, that was it for the field medic though. Nothing happened. That's kind of a waste, but it set us up for something else. Now, I am going to use this early to start doing some damage. I think we're going to hurl knives into the back row. Projectile attack, resolve this before enemy actions. Choose a target. We're going to target the actual enemy, the Grim Puppeteer. We're going to change any melee or projectile attack you make this turn into a magic attack. When you do so, the damage from that attack cannot be reduced by any means. In addition, choose a target. If your attack deals any wounds, the party will heal that many wounds. So we're going to do that. We're going to use that ability. We're going to drop this. We're going to drop a green one and a something else. We just need to do green ones, but I think we're going to drop a clear and a green and a blue, because we could use a couple more blue, or another clear one. We can almost lock in the Cascade of Sparks in the front row. Nah, maybe I think we're going to stick with this. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And that's it. We're gonna take these 2, and then we're gonna take a red, a black, and a yellow, and that's gonna go into the tower. Oof. Okay, let's see. Uh-oh, dropped the blue one, didn't make it. Drop it in. Okay, whoa, we got a lot come out. That was a red one. I need to push these back. They're coming off the board. So there's gonna be 3 reds in there. That's still not enough to trigger anything. Got another blue. Got a 3rd black, a 3rd yellow. We're about to trigger everything, so we got to try and see what we can do there. 3 green. So let's look at the monsters. Okay, none of these things trigger anything. Neither the monsters or the rooms. It's 4 for each of these abilities, so they're kind of tougher, even for the cadavers. Okay, so but they're about to trigger, so we got to be. I think when we do the spell sling, we have to figure that out. Now the knives would go first anyway, the throwing knives, but we're not worried about that too much. We're throwing this as a magic attack into the Puppeteer. This is going to allow us to do 1 point of damage for each green. So we're going to spend all the green to do that. And that is going to put 3 wounds on the big bad guy. And because we use that cool ability, we're also going to heal 3 wounds. So that was not a bad attack. And that is the end of the burglar's ability. That's not bad. Now we're going to go to the spell sling. This is going to be the last turn for this episode. I know these episodes are shorter. I might do 2 in some future ones, but we'll do 1 right now. We are going to use the green, so we are going to do Cascade of Sparks, or I could do. We're going to do Cascade of Sparks because I also have the Dark Pact. I can also spend black cubes, and I'm probably going to do that if I can. During your turn, the party is dealt 2 wounds that can't reduce for each black cube that's spent this way. So I can get rid of some black cubes. I really want to get rid of a bunch of cubes, but We also got Diamond Shot. Any attack that you make this turn deals 3 extra wounds to 1 target, your choice, and its damage cannot be reduced. So I think we're going to use that. Well, if I do this Cascade of Sparks in the back row, it's not. We're going to go after the cadavers with the Cascade of Sparks. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to do 2 clear. And so in this attack, he gets 2 clear and 1 of her choice. I think we'll make it a blue to help make sure the steel or knight gets some attacks in. So we'll make it a blue, and we'll do those 3, and then we're going to get a red, a black, and a yellow. It's almost guaranteed that these guys are going to trigger this turn. We'll see. Do we get a little luck? Oh, a blue one went in there, but we did get a yellow and a black. However, we got a clear in here and a blue in the crypt, so that one's worth 2. That is good. We'll leave it there for the moment. And we're going to have some things happen. Now, let's look at the rooms. The cadavers did not activate. They require 4. The room's red ability, the enemy's red ability did not activate. Requires a 4 as well. However, the black one did. So it says here on the monster, if 4 red or 4 black, if there are no cadavers on the floor, add 3 cadavers to the front rank. Otherwise, activate the cadaver's ability instead. So they're going to activate anyway because of these black cubes, but these black cubes will come off, and then we'll activate the cadavers. Deal 2 wounds to the party for each cadaver on the floor, then heal the most wounded enemy on the floor of 1 wound per cadaver on the floor. So we're going to lose 2 of our 3 damage we did to the bad guy. But there are 2 cadavers, and we have no defense on the spell sling, so it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Not great. And I'm just trying to reread the card again. 1 wound cadaver on the floor in a tie. Heal the enemy with the highest experience value. Okay. Well, anyway, the puppeteer is going to heal. This is going to be problematic. I got to figure that one out. And then that's it. So that's it for that. The cadaver ability activated. Now we got the yellow ability of the bad guy. It says, the Grim Puppeteer releases a plume of spores toward your heroes. Each hero is incapacitated and must exhaust an ability without effect, if able. So let's take a look at incapacitated. Okay, here it is. And it doesn't say how many times, it just says incapacitated. So I don't know how, I haven't played this one before. While there are any status tokens on this card, only actions you may take are help or regroup. Remove status tokens from this card by spending cubes of the same color, but it doesn't say how many. Each hero is incapacitated and must exhaust an ability. It doesn't say how many we would put on here. Let me think about that. Oh, it's going to be 1. So each of us is going to become incapacitated, and there's going to be 1 token. I'll grab one from the knight. It's going to be blue. Well, that's easy. We've got lots of blue. Let's see. Incapacitated for the doctor. Got one here, another blue one. Incapacitated for the burglar. We'll get another token. The burglar is clear, and then incapacitated for the spell sling. And that's going to be a green one. And then we have to do this thing where we exhaust an ability if we can. Yuck. Well, we can, I guess, for the knight. We will exhaust this Crystal Overlord ability. I don't know that we'd use it that much anyway. We got, we can exhaust the Snake Oil Tonic. I don't know. I might want to keep that and exhaust the, what about this one? Either remove 2 cubes of your choice from the field. I don't want to. I do not want to exhaust the Thirsty Blade. So I guess we'll have to exhaust. We can get the tokens off. We'll have to exhaust that one. Man, the burglar can only exhaust the hurl knives. That sucks. So, and the I think the shoot. Oh, I already used this, didn't I? Yeah, I sure did. So we're gonna have to discard. God, I hate discarding that. Or not discard, just or you not being able to use it. But this dark pack has too much potential. But I think we'd have to go with the Dark Pact so we can keep our Quartz Blast and our Cascade of Sparks. Wow, that was pretty rough. Anyway, that was the enemy's turn right there. So that was the 4 yellows, and that's what happened. So those go back to the pool, and we're kind of set back to 0 now. That's better than it was before, I guess. And now now we get to act. Now we can't act right. We cannot get rid of this turn. It says remove status tokens of a card by spending cubes of the same color from the field at the end of your turn, starting the turn after you get this. So we can't do it this turn. But we can activate our... We do have enough... No, we don't have enough to activate our Cascade of Sparks. We needed 4. Wow, this is a really bad turn for us. We needed 4, and we don't have the ability to do it. So, because we only had 3, the clears did not drop out of the tower. So, unfortunately, the spell, he tries to cast this Cascade of Sparks, finds himself incapacitated by this spore fog and can't do anything. That really bites. That's a real cliffhanger to leave it in, right? We have done nothing, very little. We killed 1 cadaver and did 1 point of damage to the Grim Puppeteer. We're all incapacitated. This is going to be a rough fight. Hopefully that yellow one, we got to keep that yellow one from happening. I'm not sure how. We'll have to use some clever things. I'm just not sure how we're going to do that. But we can regroup, which is instead of dropping cubes, remove all cubes from the field, crypt, and tower. But then we raise the parallel by 4. So I don't know. This is going to be a rough one. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. That is the first round against our boss, the Grim Puppeteer. I think in the next round, if the turn goes as fast, I will use our time wisely and do a couple of rounds instead. I'm just going to clean up a little bit here. It's getting a little messy with the cards, and we'll get going. So thanks so much. I appreciate it. I will talk to you in the next episode. See you soon, and take care. Please like, share, and subscribe when you get a chance. I appreciate it, and I will be there for the next one ready to go. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.